Hello everyone, my name is Kunal Muguria. Today I will tell you about Nexus Select Trust RET. Is a leading owner of 17 grade urban consumption center in India, targeting the country growing middle class. They plans to be a Indian first public listed consumption center REIT. The portfolio shows strong occupancy, a diverse tenant base, and a projected organic net operating income growth of 17.1%. In an, in an Indian retail real estate demand for Grade A assets remain high, constituting significant portion of a rental stock. Grade A assets demonstrate a notably higher occupancy rate than Grade B, highlighting their desirability in the market. History of Nexus Select Trust. Nexus Select Trust established on 10th of August 2022 in Mumbai, India, under the Indian Trust Act 1882. It's sponsored by Wensford Investment Limited and trust was initiated with an initial of 10 million. The management is handled by Nexus Select Mall Management Private Limited and Access Trustee Services Private Limited. Services as a trustee initially was focused on securing club deals for acquisition. And about capital structure of a company, here company invested 18,162 million in an equity and 61,722 millions in debt. So the overall capital was 79,884 millions. And financial information, Nexus Select Trust's total liability as on 30th June 2022 were 72.4 billions and assets were 90.5 billions. The company largest liabilities is on borrowings, which is account of for over 50% of total liabilities. The company's largest assets is property, land and buildings, equipments, which is account for over 90% of total assets. The company's current ratio is 4.23, which is relevant and it's above than 1.5. That indicates that it can meet its short-term obligations. The company debt to equity ratio is 0.80, which is relatively low. This indicates that the company has a healthy balance of debt and equity. And about the legal matters of Nexus Trust is first is SIPL Select Infrastructure Private Limited has filed a 394 billions claims against Edward Hospitality related to property charges and payments, seeking to restrain certain property area enhancement. The matter is in arbitration and with the arbitrator using payment directives by the Edward Hospitality. Second was NMRPL Nexus Mysore Property Private Limited. Third party suits against PPL and other regarding ownerships of Nexus Center City property and land claim are pending in court. Third was NMMCPL Nexus Mall Management Company Private Limited. Custom services, custom exercise and service tax department issues a 52.9 million recovery order against NMMCPL for alleged completely credits. And last was ITPIL, Island Treasure Infrastructure Private Limited. It's an ongoing legal proceeding involving the transfer of Treasure Island property from EWPL to ITIPL with challenges regarding to the validity of a transfer and that is pending in a court.
My name is Preeti Satwani, and today I am going to speak about the Nexus Select Trust. So, the dividend policy of the Nexus Select Trust is the net distributable cash flow of the Nexus Select Trust are based on the cash flows generated from the Nexus Select Trust assets and investments. In terms of the REIT regulations, not less than 90% of the net distributable cash flows of the asset SPVs are required to be distributed to the Nexus Select Trust Holdco as the case may be in proportion of their shareholding in the asset SPV subject to the applicable provisions of the Companies Act and the Limited Liability Partnership Act 2008. 100% of the cash flows received by the holdco from the underlying SPVs are required to be distributed to the Nexus Select Trust. If talking about the objects of the offer is being made through the book building process, wherein not more than 75% of the offer shall be available for allocation to institutional investors on a proportionate basis, provided that the manager, in consultation with the lead managers, may allocate up to 60% of the institutional investor portion to anchor investors on a discretionary basis in accordance with the REIT regulations and SEBI guidelines. Whether it is a fresh issue or offer for sale. So the Nexus Select Trust will not receive any proceeds from the offer for sale, and the proceeds received from the offer for sale will not form part of the net proceeds. The gross proceeds of the fresh issue will be up to 16,000 million, and the net proceeds from the fresh issue will be up to 16,000 and million. The net proceeds from the fresh issue will be utilized towards the following objectives. First is partial or full repayment or prepayment and redemption of certain financial indebtedness of the assets. Second, acquisition of the stake and redemption of debt securities in current assets. Third, general purposes. Future plans of Nexus Select Trust. Portfolio expansions, geographic expansion, sustainability initiatives, technology integrations, partnerships and joint ventures, capital raising and financing, optimizing operational efficiency, diversification of revenue streams, adapting to market trends. Talking about the management discussions, the Nexus Select Trust will own 50% economic interest in ITIPL, which holds Treasure Islands and which is accounted for as an investee under the equity method of accounting. Unless otherwise stated, all operating data presented in this section includes 100% of the data relating to ITIPL and should therefore be relied on with caution. Our interest in ITIPL is accounted for using the equity method in accordance with IND AS 28 after initially being recognized at the net book value as at April 2019. Talking about the market opportunities, so Nexus has a lot of market opportunities like technology integration, sustainable and green investments, affordable housing solutions, healthcare real estate investments, e-commerce and logistics properties, data centers and technology infrastructure, strategic partnerships and joint ventures, global expansion and international investments. Special benefits that Nexus Select Trust enjoy are diversifications, income generation, liquidity, professional management, tax advantages, and work transformation. Thank you.
Nexus Group is a global leader and a specialist for identity and trust solutions. It is a part of IAN Group, which has nearly 500 years of experience. It offers state of the art identity solutions and secure digital services that integrate electronic, optical, and biometric technologies. It has a number of group companies, including IAN Group, Nexus Group India, Nexus Corporations, Nexus Group of Companies, Nexus Angie Consultants, Nexus Software LLC, Nexus Insurance Broker LLC, Nexus Select Trust, and Bands International. These companies operate in a variety of industries, including identity and security solutions, constructions, IT services and consulting, financial services, retail. Nexus Group focuses on identity and trust solutions. It is committed to shaping a safer society by providing trust identity for people and things. Its comprehensive portfolio of identity and security solutions enable organizations of all sizes and industries worldwide to issue, manage, and utilize trusted identities for their workspace, workplace, and Internet of Things. Uh, it selects Nexus Select Trust is a real estate investment trust that invests in a portfolio of high quality commercial assets in India. The company's portfolio consists of 17 high quality assets strategically located in dense residential catchments across 14 prominent cities. The company's total leasable area is 9.2 million square feet, with two complementary hotel assets and three office assets. uh, it made a strong debut on the stock exchange on September 26, 2023, listing at 125 rupees per share, a premium of 25% over the issue price of 100 rupees per share. The stock rose further to a high of rupees 130 per share in intraday trading, but closed at 127.50 rupees per share, a gain of 27.50% over the issue price. The strong listing gain for Nexus Select Trust can be attributed to a number of factors, including a strong portfolio of assets, experienced management team, a strong track record, attractive distribution yield, investment consideration. It is a well managed company with a long portfolio of assets. However, it is important to note that the stock market is volatile and past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Investors should carefully consider their investments, goal, and risk tolerance before investing in any stock, including Nexus Slack Trust.